room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask for permission. Running with the wolves, a dangerous coalition. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. He'll Shit podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Heal Shit podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Bad guys do hill shit, no one can stop it. Walking in the shadows, always on the profit. Fast cars, big dreams, living on the edge. Haters talking trash, but we ain't even faced. Just some rebels with the cars, breaking all the rules. Bosses in the game, always playing it cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heal Shit podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Chasing that money, living for the thrill, aiming for the top, gotta make the kill. Street smart, no room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask for permission. Running with the wolves, a dangerous coalition. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. Heal Shit podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Heal Shit podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. Running this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Bad guys do hill shit, no one can stop it. Walking in the shadows, always on the profit. Fast cars, big dreams, living on the edge. Haters talking trash, but we ain't even faced. Just some rebels with the cars, breaking all the rules. Bosses in the game, always playing it cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heal Shit podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never follow.
Viewer discretion time. What up, Heel Faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz. That's Draven Grimes, and it's Tuesday. So with us, as always,
definition
is Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast. He's bringing us the biggest news stories of the week in wrestling. We got some Night of Champions stuff. We got some Smackdown stuff. We got some Tiffy time stuff, and we might have some more. We'll get into it right after this. How's it going, fellas?
I had a nice trip today.
Yeah, literally. Tell us what happened.
On the job injury, it was so to speak, more or less. Had a nice trip. I ended up springing my ankles pretty good to the point they have me off the rest of this week. So we'll be getting a lot of podcasts done this week.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Yet out of all of us, who's still active in the ring?
Right.
Hold on.
Hold on a second. So you're not hearing Edgar at all? Look. We can hear you, so that's an interesting change.
$100.
Mm-hmm. Edgar, start talking a little bit.
Oh well.
It shows it's coming out.
Hmm.
Shows right on our side. Oh, well, that's very interesting. Because you're making all of the right levels move now.
Yeah, we can hear you, no problem. Edgar, hop off real quick and pop back on. See if that fixes it. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you know what they say in the business.
Wow.
Do it live. Fuck it.
No sense.
Yeah.
Talk. Not getting anything. No, you're good. Everything's right. I can see you coming through everywhere. Yep. You are. Everything's set. Makes no sense whatsoever. Is anyone out there that can? They try it again.
Mic check. Mic check.
Okay,
Ah,
we got you now.
Got you.
there we go.
What'd you do? Write that down. Write that down.
I don't know what I did.
Elwood, write that shit down.
All right. So now that we're here, how have you been, Edgar?
I've been doing good, man. Had a nice 3-day weekend. The wife and I celebrated 4 years of marriage this past weekend,
Oh,
and we went to go see that fucking 28 years later.
how was
So
that?
I liked it. It was dope. So
Does it
everything's
tie into the lore as good as it is showing? That's my whole thing.
I don't think so. It felt like a completely different movie,
Yeah.
Oh,
but it was still good.
No, that's cool.
What about you guys? How's everything over there?
Good. I was down in New Smyrna, which is a beach just south of Daytona, for the week last week, and had a nice time. Back now, ready to go.
How far are
just
you
worked
guys
it.
from Melbourne?
Huh?
How far are you guys from Melbourne?
Jacksonville to Melbourne is about an hour and a half. like
Oh,
that.
okay, that's not far. I just found out that's where Blood is from, so he's not that far from you guys.
No kidding.
really?
Yeah,
I got to link up with him.
That's cool.
shout out to Blood.
So, what do we got first up, gentlemen?
Up first, I'd like to go over the Night of Champions, some of the results, and get your guys' thoughts on the outcomes of some of these matches. How's that sound?
Good
Sounds
with
good to
me.
me.
All right, first up, let's talk about the King in the Ring, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. It was Cody Rhodes after all, and Cody Rhodes is going to SummerSlam, but I'm pretty sure you guys weren't really too surprised about that. You guys pretty much called this one.
No. I was with you when I said I called Randy for this.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping for Randy all the way. I wanted to see Randy versus Cena again, but the wrestling gods decided to go with Cody.
The only reason I went with Cody is because they made such a big deal about the Cena Orton match being the last time ever. So that's, but I thought it was a great match. I mean, how could it not be a great match? Those
Mhm.
two guys went out there, they did their thing.
Psychology was on point.
Everything was on point.
Yeah,
No
this
complaints.
was my favorite match of the entire night, to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. Every match on the card exceeded my expectations. Which, take it what you will, any Blood Bunny Mania fucking show, my expectations are pretty fucking low.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of the best ones on the card. I think me and you, actually you saw it because me and you kind of got into it because I said it was like a solid 7 out of 10, and you thought it was because Cody won.
Mm.
And you retorted with, "Well, what if Randy won?" It's still a 7 out of 10. My whole thing was, like any of these Saudi Arabia shows, they have so much time to fill that there's dead spaces. If they would just cut like 3 to 5 minutes out of that match of the dead spaces,
Yeah.
I would put it. I'd put it match of the night.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I could see how you would feel that way. I just thought it was pretty darn good the whole way through.
And I agree with that.
I can't agree with that, y'all. I thought this PLE was dragging, except for the beginning and the very end. The rest of it for me was just like, oh my god, just hurry.
No, I just meant
it
the
up
match. I
already.
thought the whole.
Yeah, we're not talking about the show in itself. We're talking about
Oh,
this
just the match. Okay, yeah, the match,
Yeah,
the
this
opening
match
match
was
was
Yeah, it's beautiful. I thought it was a great
Perfect.
match.
Yeah, and my whole thing is they just need to cut 3 to 5 out of it, and it'd been damn near perfect. But I'm with you overall.
Mhm.
It was very, very elongated, so to speak.
Yeah.
They had so much time they had to fill. If that was the case, why not throw one more fucking match in there? I know you
Exactly.
I know you had to cancel one of the title matches. Why didn't you just throw a fucking match in there to cover it?
What did they have to cancel?
The AJ Styles Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, one more match in there would have covered all of that dead space, so to speak.
Yeah, 100%. And that would have flowed perfectly.
Yep.
So I want to point something out real quick about the match between Cody and Randy. Cody Rhodes was getting booed.
Oh
People
yeah,
were
Yeah.
people were getting behind Randy. And I was too. I thought that was insane.
Yeah, you're gonna see quite a bit of that in this show. A lot of people that you thought were gonna get cheered were not getting cheered.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know if this bizarro world over there
Took it right out of my mouth.
or what, but I mean, they both got huge pops. You know, it was just during the yay boo part of the match they were Yay and Randy. I It's interesting.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this is one of those things where the fans wanted the uppers to listen to it, so to
Yeah.
speak. Where everybody knew Cody was going to win, but everybody wanted Randy to win.
Yeah. Could this lead to a double turn at SummerSlam?
I mean, the seeds were planted. Don't lie. I mean, when Cody was doing the acceptance speech and shit like that, and they had that shot of Randy just, you could see
Pissed
the wheels
off.
turning. You could see the wheels turning. Like 2009 might be coming back a lot sooner than we think.
Might be killer Randy time.
So what if this does turn into something where Randy costs Cody the title and they have a feud going into the fall, and then they have one last match with Cody? I don't see them dropping the title at SummerSlam.
No.
There's no fucking way.
I do not see Cena losing that title before the last month of his run.
Fair enough. But yeah, great fucking match. Chef's kiss, as a lot of people like to call it. Yeah.
For the most part. All right.
All right. Well, let's go to the Queen of the Ring. Turns out we're going to be getting Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam, and I don't know how I feel about that, fellas.
Let me tell you how I felt about it. I only watched the last 30 seconds of it, and it was the complete botch. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, she didn't even get a 2 count. She's got to stop that fucking laying back and licking her finger bullshit. Like, if you got to lick your finger, that's fine, but don't like fall out of the pin while you're doing it. That's just.
I got a wall behind me, or I would have done it real quick.
It's so ridiculous to botch the pin because you got to show off.
And
like,
I get it; it's her thing, but
yeah, but she
you
doesn't
were
have to
very-
fall off the pin.
very overzealous.
Yeah, that just it just gives me like I'm really, really into myself vibes. And she should be. She looks great. She's a fucking superstar and she's famous and rich as hell. Yeah, makes sense that she's into herself a lot, but she can't even get a pin done right, and she's gonna be one of the headliners at fucking SummerSlam. And that's just crazy to me.
Let me say this. I did go back and watch the highlights of it. And Asuka, for what it's worth, did her damnedest to carry that match.
Yes, she did.
It did.
And truth be told, it worked.
It did.
Like, it was one of the best Jade Cargill matches I've
Period.
seen
At
in
least this-
WWE.
I say at least in this company.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised by how the match went. I was extremely surprised by who won. And then the bots just set the whole thing off perfectly.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Asuka come back strictly for the Queen of the Ring?
I think so.
Why is she gonna leave again or something?
No, what I'm saying is, like, didn't they bring her back to be in the Queen of the Ring?
Yeah, I mean, that was what she came. That was her first match back. Was a qualifier.
Yeah, so
It was,
Yeah, it was a
that.
surprise return, supposedly, that was announced. That's how they brought Asuka back, yeah.
Like I said, live, I only watched the last 30 seconds of it, and then I watched the highlights the day after.
Well, uh-oh.
Sir, can I help you?
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
He touches my mic again, I'm going to break his ankle.
Well,
you never
maybe
talking
you
to the
should
fucking mic.
learn how to use a mic.
All right. Simmer down.
I am simmer.
Simmer down there, throaty.
All right, y'all. Can
We're
we
not
go
talking
on
about
to
you, throat goat.
talking about
I'm down with. All right. Anyway,
talking about
this match did exceed expectations, which
talking
isn't
about
saying
being a
much.
throat goat? Last night, Gunther almost got me in trouble, got me slipping when we were doing the review.
Uh-huh.
Because he's like, when he was talking about Goldberg, he was like, I'm going to blow him up. And I was doing the review and I was like, yeah. And then Gunther said he's going to blow Goldberg. And I was like, wait a minute. That's not right. Hold on.
Not quite right. But how weak did they make Gunther look in that fucking segment?
Well, let's finish King of the Ring and we'll
Yeah.
cover that. We'll finish King of the Ring, then we'll cover that segment after. I
All right,
feel it's
y'all.
worth covering.
The best match of the night, besides Randy versus Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa is the new United States champion, and he did it all by himself
It
with
only
no
took
help.
4 of them motherfuckers.
I will say this match flowed very well.
It did.
With them two got good chemistry. I will say that.
Yeah. No,
Well, for the better half of the match, it was Solo, which was kind of surprising that he was handling Jacob Fatu. Like, I've never seen Jacob Fatu be handled like that before. I don't think, not in a singles match.
Well, Solo was definitely took the heat as far as, he played the heel role. So he had all the heat time to punish Jacob. It was a good match. I'm not quite sure why they took the belt off of him when he is skyrocketing right now. I don't need there to be more of the Tonga family around. Like, I could have sworn I had to hold my breath when Tonga Loa hit that fucking neck breaker. I was like, he's gonna kill that motherfucker. Oh, I was like, oh god. Okay.
He looked like he was about to fuck it up.
Yeah, he was.
He fucks everything up.
That's why.
It's so crazy
The
that
only thing he doesn't fuck up is that one time in New Japan when he was like, bitch ass hoes and flaming Dorito. It's the only thing he's never fucked up.
yeah, and then
But, I mean, give credit to him where it's due. I mean, he did give us the tongue and death driver. He did give us the idea for that.
He did. But I did not need to see him fuck up that match.
No. I think it'd have been more impactful if they just had Hikuleo come out and do the actual interference rather than have
Excuse me, that's Tala Tonga.
Tala Tonga.
It's fucking Hikuleo until the day I die.
Like, who sits around that creative boardroom and be like, you know what? He's taller than all of them. Tala Tonga.
No, you know what it is? Like, I heard this fucking podcast the other day. They were talking about Hikuleo.
It has a nice ring to it. But you know what's crazy about that is he had a couple dark matches, Hikuleo, and he had a whole like presentation, like the whole entrance said Hikuleo.
Yeah, but they
And
made
now
him
they
work
just
like a
changed it.
big guy, and I didn't like that. Like, he works a whole lot better than what they showed on main event.
Yeah, they're switching his style up because if you're that big, you got to work the right style. Can't be showing athleticism as a big man. What's wrong with you?
Tell Damian Priest that.
Someone
He's
commented
like
on
an in-betweener.
Dude, they're both 6'8".
Not according to Michael Cole, he's over 7 foot.
Michael Cole also called a fucking exploder a Saito suplex, which we'll get into in a minute. He was miscalling a lot of
Someone
shit.
left a funny comment on the video that I posted of Tala Tonga or Hikuleo, whatever. And they said, this dude can't even walk. And I'm just like, oh, God. I hope he's good.
So you got those janky knees already?
Welcome to the club, son.
You ain't 6'8".
Oh, but I just carry the weight of a 6'8" person. Yeah. All right.
All right. Moving on. Let's go.
You want to hit our first commercial break real quick and we'll finish up?
Yeah, we might as well do that. We will be right back. As Draven said, are the future. If you use the link in the description, you can get Surfshark VPN for 88% off plus 3 free months.
Damn, that's quite a steal.
Yeah, we're talking about less than $2 per month plus 3 free months if you sign up using the link in the description. Safe surfing, happy surfing, keep your shit safe. We'll get back to the show. All right, we are back. What up, Mateo? Want to remind everybody about the YouTube memberships. Tier starting at $1.99. $1.99 pretty much gets you everything you need. You get all the merch at cost. You get your own separate merch store. You get all the members-only videos, the emojis, and all that stuff. We do have a $4.99 tier. And that includes stuff like a Zoom call with us every month. We just had one Sunday morning. It was a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
It gets you follow backs on all follow backs.
We follow you on social
We
media.
follow you on social media, all that good shit. So yeah, check out, hit that join button down in this region here.
Yep, and real quick, if you ain't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Trying to get to 20,000. We get to 20,000 before the end of the year.
Our boy Draven's gonna get the heel shit logo tattooed on his neck, Cody Rhodes style.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna film it all and show you guys.
Oh, fuck.
I can't
So
wait.
please.
He's gonna look ridiculous.
Please subscribe.
Do what I can for my fans. Anyway, next match, my brother.
Let's go with Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. The long-awaited singles match that people have been asking for, just to see Karrion Kross on a fucking TV match, let alone a PLE. Unfortunately, it was Sami Zayn that got the win. Was this the right call, you guys think?
It's kind of hard for Sami to lose in Saudi Arabia, number one. But we talked about it on the group chat. I'm sure you saw it when I said it. It's not always about who goes over. It's about who gets over.
Mm-hmm.
Sami went over, but Karrion got over.
Damn right.
Even though he was supposed to be the heel in the match, he was the one being cheered. More than Sami, which is fucking odd in Saudi Arabia. Because Sami's like the poster child over there.
Yeah.
So for all that to happen and still have Sami go over, I feel something bigger is coming, especially with what happened on Raw last night with the attack backstage. I mean, this feud could go to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I'm not against that. And maybe that's where Kross finally gets his big win, his big moment.
Maybe. What up, Vincent? Yeah, no, I enjoyed the match. I mean, Karrion can go. There's never been any doubt about that. He's been a badass everywhere he's been, except WWE's main roster.
Correct.
And it's a shame, but it's just they need to let him do his thing.
And for all these motherfuckers in the IWC that says he's afraid to bump, he's afraid to do this, he's afraid to do that, go back and watch the fucking match I watched. He bumped his fucking ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he didn't bump as much as a lot of people would, but he's a bigger guy, number one. He's not supposed to bump as much compared to a guy like Sami Zayn. But when he did bump, it made sense.
I saw something about that, and I didn't even bother to look into it because it just sounded so stupid. Oh, Karrion Kross proved to everyone that he is able to take a back bump. He's a professional wrestler. He's been doing this for years. Of course he can take a back bump. What the fuck are people talking about?
I think it has to do with the fact that he hasn't been on TV and he hasn't been wrestling.
Yeah.
But even the matches he's had on main event or even dark matches that I've been seeing clips of online, he wrestles his fucking ass off.
Yeah, absolutely.
So dumb.
It's one of those things, you know, like a fucking Mr. Goins, where he fucking just sees one little thing and that's it. He don't see the bigger picture. And then you got guys like me that come up and tell him to eat paint chips and go suck corn the long way and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
I do got one
Doing God's
question
work.
about this match really quick, Draven.
Yeah.
What match were you watching saying that Karrion Kross got cheered more than Sammy?
Go back and listen. Actually listen to the fucking crowd.
All
I
right.
don't think he got booed as much as a heel normally would.
Exactly. He was getting cheered.
He was getting cheered.
He was doing his damnedest to get the heat, but he couldn't get that crowd to hate him because he's worked so hard to get that crowd to be on his side.
Right.
They just need to go ahead and just pull the trigger and just turn him baby.
After that
Nah, I
fucking
don't see that
beatdown
happening.
last night, I don't think that's happening.
I don't see that
Anytime.
happening.
Or they're going to double turn it and have Sammy go heel. It's possible. It's not the first time we've seen Sammy heel.
I think Karrion. I think he's in the position where he's probably going to turn somebody to join him. Like he could turn Sammy.
Hell,
And
for the longest time, I thought he was turning AJ.
yeah.
I gotta. Oh, here we. 25 minutes of
26.
no
I'm wrong.
AJ talk here, and okay, that's
Well, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. They didn't have a fucking couple of matches. Tell me I'm wrong, and Karrion didn't interfere in a couple of his matches.
I haven't
this
even
year.
mentioned Logan Paul yet, and you
just
beat
did.
me to it. No, but I have I have a crazy prediction, and I want your guys' opinion real quick. It's about Karrion Kross.
Okay.
After Monday Night Raw last night, the main event, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker attack Sami Zayn, and they attack Penta, and it's Jey Uso that comes out, right? So now we have like a 3-on-2 situation. What if Karrion Kross gets added? I'm not saying he joins the Seth Rollins faction, but he teams up with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker just to have like a 6-man tag situation there. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's one of those generic things that a general manager is going to do just to add him into something. I don't think it's really going to make sense. It might be more just like a one-off situation where Karrion says, "You know what, fuck this," and walks off, kind of deal. But as far as Karrion joining the faction, I mean, he just got out of a fucking faction that failed miserably. Why the fuck are you going to put him in another one? It's not the right person to go into a faction. He needs to work singles.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Next match.
Sure.
This was one of the matches that I got wrong. I thought for sure Raquel Rodriguez was going to win this one. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in some type of like street fight, I believe. No DQ match.
This.
I enjoyed
Ripley
the match
won.
a lot.
I did.
I think I had called for Rodriguez to win this match.
Yes.
Not gonna back off that because I thought it
It'd been
it
better
had
off.
some storylines possibilities coming out of a win.
Yep.
But I really enjoyed this match from front to back. I didn't have a problem with this match at all.
Yep. Even the interference.
It was
made
by
sense.
far the best Raquel Rodriguez match I've ever seen. Without question. No question.
This is definitely the best match they've had together,
Yes.
bar none. Going back, dude, can you really name another opponent that she's had that she's had a decent match with? I can't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like
This
the-
was
like the only
easily
thing-
her best match.
Like anytime I think of her, the only thing I think of is like that fucking back shoulder pose, and it kills me. And ever since she's joined Judgment Day, she's kind of like leaned off of that a little more gangsta, so to speak.
Hey, Smith, thank you for joining the heel faction. We appreciate it.
Beautiful. This is a rival that needs to continue. This is one of those things where if Rhea wins the belt at Evolution, Raquel needs to contend for it. Straight up. Because these two can fucking go. They got great chemistry. Behind
Now
the
they do.
scenes, they are the
Yeah.
best of friends. They know each other inside and out. Why the fuck not?
I think this feud.
No, I didn't have a problem with this. What did you think of this match, Edgar?
I hated it
Serious?
for so many reasons.
It's okay.
All right,
You're
tell
entitled to
us.
be wrong.
Well, first off, we saw the last woman standing match with Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton literally the night before, and they beat the crap out of each other really like in a long match. And then we saw another street fight again where two women beat the crap out of each other again. But Randy Orton takes one exposed turnbuckle spot and he's out. Fucking 275-pound muscle head takes one
Who just
exposed
got done
turnbuckle.
wrestling a 20-minute match.
I
That knocks
just
that once you get hit in the ribs, if you ever got hit in the fucking ribs, you know that shit knocks the fucking wind out of you.
Yeah.
But compare that to everything that Raquel and Rhea Ripley did to each other. And I get that they're both big, strong women, but that kind of it threw me out of the match. A lot of the stuff that they did. For me personally, and I was also expecting Raquel to go over. Now seeing that Rhea Ripley is going versus Io Sky, now I understand why Rhea was the one that won at Night of Champions. But I thought Raquel needed to win more.
She did, but and this is another situation where Rhea went over, but Raquel got over.
Right.
Like this was a great showing for her, for the guys, for the producers and stuff like that. Now they know what they can work with more. This is a situation where everybody came out better for it, except Roxanne, who just got the shit knocked out of her with a trash can.
Right.
Speaking of that, I read some people were leaving comments on our socials that they think the feud between Rhea and Raquel will continue. But now, since Roxanne is in the Judgment Day, so to speak, when Liv comes back, what if this is a way that Raquel and Liv team up again and they go after Raquel and Roxanne?
This is going to turn into something Dominic-ish.
What?
This is going to turn into a thing where, just like with fucking Liv a year or two ago, where Dom gets close to fucking Roxanne, and then the Nuggets get involved, and then Liv comes back, and then he's got to make a choice.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they just need to cut that whole fucking piece of Judgment Day out and fucking rebuild Judgment Day to be a fucking badass faction. They can fucking do it.
I want to know, what do you guys think Finn's ulterior motive is for causing all this strife?
He wants to take Judgment Day back over.
From who?
Once Damian and Rhea got kicked out, so to speak, for that short period of time, it looked like Finn was the leader of Judgment Day.
Right.
But once Liv really buried her fucking heels into the group, you can kind of see the tension there. You can kind of see where nobody was really listening to Finn as much as they were listening to Liv.
Right.
So it's jealousy. It boils down to jealousy.
Yeah, I think Finn always wanted to be the leader and just was never taken seriously. I think that's...
And it's a shame because he's a hell of a fucking talent. And like I said, Judgment Day, at least when Rhea and Damian were in or part of that, it was decently serious. Now you had the bullshit with Dom and that whole bullshit, and we talked about that ad nauseum. But they were formidable.
Right.
The only two people I take seriously right now is Lord Farquaad and Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Carlito's gone. There goes your comedy piece of it, which is now making fucking Dominic the comedy piece. Obviously, I mean, look at the fucking bullshit they're doing with the doctor's note and all that shit with AJ Styles. Got the fuck up about me mentioning AJ Styles. And now you got fucking Raquel over here being jealous as fuck while also being forced to fucking having to deal with this shit.
Right.
Which, I mean, you put her in that position. You can either have Roxanne as your partner or you can vacate the titles. I mean, it's a sour fucking decision either way.
Yeah.
But Dominic is the most prestigious Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Nicholas
of all
agreed.
time.
You can just cut his feed now. You can cut his feed.
Anyway,
you guys tried that
match
already.
To talk about.
All right, the main event: John Cena versus CM Punk. And I thought for sure, after everything that happened, CM Punk was going to be the one to take down John Cena. But it was all thanks to Seth freaking Rollins, who screwed CM Punk again, that John Cena retained after a crazy main event match.
This match
And it was
so good.
lovely.
This match
So
was
good.
really well done. Really well done.
I haven't found out who produced it yet, but it was so good they didn't need to do any callbacks to anything prior. The closest thing I saw to that was when Little Nate was running down and he got murdered. God rest his soul. By John Cena. And it was kind of a similar thing at Money in the Bank 2011 where they did something similar to where Cena said, we're not doing that. That's the only callback in that whole fucking match.
Also the callback to Seth looking like he was cashing in on into a triple threat.
That has nothing to do with the Cena Punk.
No.
I'm calling from the feud.
I got you.
That is just complete bullshit. And I've talked to you at nausea about why fucking turning into a triple threat mid-match is the worst fucking decision for a Money in the Bank participant.
No question.
But this match alone was fucking great all the way to the finish. And the fact that Punk was still one step ahead even after everything happened and he thought he fucking had him. And then they went into the fucking finish after Cena lost a kick to the nuts and shit like that. Chef's kiss. Loved everything about it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was well done.
And let's be real. We knew that Cena was going to walk out with the title. Because this is his last Saudi Arabia show. Number one, he's got a big fucking payday from it. Number two, it's not Cody. They're not going to put the title on CM Punk.
No.
Let's just go ahead and make peace with that. Because it hurt me to fucking make peace with it, but I did. The only person that's going to fucking benefit from winning the title from John Cena is going to be Cody Rhodes because he's going to have the torch passed to him to be this generation's main guy. Similar to how Roman Reigns was from 2019 to when he fucking lost to Cody Rhodes. And it's going to be one of the situations where Cody's forced down our fucking throats. I've talked about it. You've talked about it. And yes, at times it gets fucking annoying. But at the same time, look at it from a business perspective. They have to fucking do it. They did it with John Cena. For a short time, they did it with CM Punk. Which is probably why I didn't mind it too much because it was a short time. They did it with fucking Roman Reigns from 2015 to basically the end of his title run with Cody. Mm-hmm. And now we have it with Cody. Good match. Love the fucking match. Not the best one they've ever had, but it's definitely top 3. I still say the Money in the Bank was number 1. The one they had on Monday Night Raw where Punk pulled out the pile driver was number 2.
Yes.
And then this one was number 3.
I'll remember that match forever.
Yeah.
The one on Raw.
What do you think, Edgar?
Dude, this match was so good. I was in it, man. I mean, I was in it. Like, they fucking got me. And I was ready for the ride. The craziest thing, I never thought I would see Penta come out and help John Cena ever in a million years. If you were to ask me like 3 years ago, oh yeah, Penta's going to be the one to come out and help John Cena at a fucking PLE, I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? It
still kind of baffles me we see Penta in WWE.
Yeah.
Like, it still hasn't really fully sank in for me.
No, it hasn't. And he made no haste whatsoever coming down that ramp.
He had Jeff Hardy syndrome is what he had.
He had
to get his
He had to strut his shit. There was no running involved with Penta at all whatsoever.
Oh, he saw that line. He's like, Smooth Operator was playing in his head. He had to fucking do the walk. Just like whenever fucking Jeff comes out. Matt could be getting disemboweled in the fucking ring. He has to stop and do the fucking dance.
Yep.
Penta has the same fucking issue. Has to do the fucking strut.
He's got a strut.
But you're right. Out of everyone, I was not expecting Penta to show up to fucking make a save.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean,
but
I heard rumors about Roman possibly being there, even about fucking Brock possibly being there. That was halfway kind of okay. I could see that happening for a Blood Money match.
Mm-hmm.
But Penta?
Yeah.
Penta? At that point, you might as well get the mayor of fucking Knox County, Tennessee to fucking come out. That's
I mean, he did.
To me.
It looked like he did for a second. Seth Rollins was dressed like him.
Oh, yeah. That was a nice little homage. I loved it.
But earlier when I asked you guys, could we get you think we'll get a double turn at SummerSlam? I was referring to Cody versus Cena. Because John Cena in this match, he had that change of heart where he was about to hit Punk. but after the belt. But after the fans begged CM Punk not to do it, he put the title back down, and John Cena got cheered.
The tides are turning. I will say that.
I don't think Cena will be retiring as a heel, but
No.
I don't think he's changing anytime soon.
And I called it when we were talking about who could beat John Cena. I still think it's going to be that last match that he does with Cody at the end of the year. Cody's going to fucking win it, but Seth is going to come in, cash in, take out fucking Cody. And that's going to give us a whole feud. And it still makes John Cena look strong at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a prediction that my co-host Mr. Blood came up with, so shout out to him. Got to give him credit for that one.
We've got to get him on the show.
That's cool.
Got to.
Cool. All right, are we done with that?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, well, let's throw it to a commercial break, and we will be right back to bring on some more stories. Flavors like the OG and ranch, to unique flavors like cinnamon churro and my favorite, backyard barbecue.
Absolutely, man. Let's not forget the garlic parmesan, the cracked black pepper, and my personal favorite, the maple brown sugar. It is grade A, phenomenal, my guy.
So me, Draven, and Miner all sat down, went through all these flavors. Of course, we each had our favorite, but one thing we agreed on, this is an amazing brand. If you're a sunflower seed eater, definitely need to check this out. If you're not a sunflower seed eater, you still need to check these out because they got a flavor that you like without question. Miner's favorite was dill pickle. I like the barbecue. Use the link in the description and enjoy. All right, we are back. Want to remind everyone about the YouTube memberships. $1.99 a month get you pretty much everything you need. You get the merch at cost. Members have their own merch store.
We don't
Everything
even
at
have
cost.
that.
We don't even get it at cost. You get all the members only videos. There's a ton of them. We're gonna be putting out quite a few more this week. I have a feeling. We do have a $4.99 tier that includes a Zoom call with us towards the end of each month, and we follow you on your social medias, stuff like that. It's more personalized communication.
Yep.
So yeah, but regardless, take a look down here at the join button. Give us a join. Also, please subscribe. Even if you don't join, by all means, we need you to subscribe. It's how the algorithms work. It's how nothing helps us as much as you subscribing. And for a little added bonus, we hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this calendar year. Draven is going to get the Heel Shit Podcast logo tattooed on his neck like Cody Rhodes. And it's going to be glorious. We're going to film it and release it as a video. Thank you, Elwood.
And my tattoo artist is a fan of the show and has been listening to this, and he is fuck.
Hey, Dax.
Can't wait to see that.
Dax, you were the one who was he was the one who gave us that idea.
Yep.
Dax, I need you to email us at heelshitpodcast@gmail.com and give us your shipping address and your size, and we'll get a shirt out for you.
Yep. All right.
Dope.
So what's next on the itinerary, my guy?
Well, I want to give a shout out to the WWE for trying to make us look crazy because SmackDown actually is going back to 2 hours after all. Literally the day after we talked about this, WWE was like, all right, we changed our mind because for like 2 days leading up to the show that we did, every single report was saying it's staying for 3 hours.
Staying 3 hours. And Draven lost his goddamn mind. Go watch that show. It's from 2 or 3 weeks back, weekend wrestling show about SmackDown staying 3 hours. Draven lost his shit and went on a crazy rant, and then poof. They watched us live that night. The next day, they just changed their decision. We have Draven to thank for it.
Thank you. Thank you. You may send all of your blessings. And
Everyone in the IWC thank Draven Grimes for getting a 2-hour SmackDown right now. Because goddamn, no, yeah, this Friday,
No, it's okay.
SmackDown is going back to 2 hours. This SmackDown was actually already recorded, so it was recorded on Monday after Monday Night Raw, which is the reason why Raw started 2 hours earlier because they were doing a double taping. So if you're into spoilers, you can find what happens on this episode of SmackDown on Friday, which is July 4th. But it's back to 2 hours.
That's crazy.
Hallelujah.
You're welcome.
I'm
You're
happy.
all welcome.
Thank you for doing God's work. I really
did the
appreciate
Lord's
it.
work. I just wish I had some of the Lord's chicken.
Yeah, no, I'm excited by this. God, fucking 3 hours is miserable. Now we got 2 hours for SmackDown, 2.5 hours for Raw. It's a little bit too much on Mondays, but it's manageable. We're perfect on Fridays
It's
now.
manageable with that 6 o'clock time start.
Oh yeah,
I can manage that.
yeah.
So that's what I'm going on next week. Get that time change. Get that time change. I'm going to celebrate this victory.
Huh?
I'm going to celebrate this victory.
Should take a couple days off.
Put the week off,
No.
matter of fact. So, SmackDown, 2 hours. Thank fucking Christ. What shows do y'all need to fucking have time cut now? Because I have fucking 10 minutes next week to fucking get that shit.
I think I'm good right now. I think I'm good.
I would vote to cut an hour off of Dynamite. That'd be nice. No, I'm just kidding.
You got it.
Don't you fucking dare.
You fucking got it. I got you. Because I'm going to cut that hour off of fucking Dynamite. I'm going to add it to a fucking Ring of Honor TV taping.
Bill, don't do that.
Got Rampage taken off the air. Got Dark taken off the air. I think I can do it.
Whatever. What do you got next?
We're about to get a little bit controversial here once again. There's an internet going around of Tiffany Stratton that got a lot of heat with the IWC because she's being accused of being racist again after a confrontation with a fan at a live event. Have you guys seen the video by chance?
I've seen it, and
Yeah.
my one response is after last night, how can she be racist if she's fucking Grande Americano, the world's greatest luchador?
I was not expecting you to go there.
I
That's
fucking
not.
went there. Have you not figured out on this show there's not a fucking low I won't fucking go? The fans understand that. Why haven't one of my co-hosts understood that yet?
Oh my god.
Yes, that was
Dark, what
Ludo
about you?
Kaiser backstage, whatever. But we're talking. I saw the tape, or I saw the video, and where is she from? Anyone know?
I can
5
look it up.
seconds, I can find out.
Yeah, I didn't get what people were talking about either when I saw the clip. And apparently a lot of people in the comments didn't either.
Well, this is what happened, and
She's from Minnesota.
okay.
Yeah, Prior Lake.
She used the term boy at an African American gentleman. She probably thought nothing of it. She probably would have called anyone ragging her that. But it does have a long historical degrading connotation to it. So I can understand why there would be an element that was unhappy with her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that she would have. You'd have to show me where she referred to, a white dude in the same position as anything other than that. So I don't know. I don't think she meant it the way that
Everyone's taking it.
people are taking it.
That 1%.
Although I do recognize that that has a deep seated negative connotation.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
So
The-
here's my take on it, real quick. Before I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
That word only has power if you allow it to have power, and it's always going to be that 1% of people that's going to give it that power. You know what I'm talking about?
Suppose so.
It's the same. It's the same thing with the LGBT stuff. It's always that 1% that makes it a fucking problem because the 99% that are, gay or lesbian or trans or whatever, they don't fucking rub it in everybody's face. It's always that 1%. It's always gonna be the 1% of the fucking internet that's always want to start shit to keep shit fucking half-ass relevant. If we just quit letting these words or names have the fucking power over them, the world would be a lot better fucking place. But we can't because it's so ingrained into what this generation is because of these motherfuckers right here. Everybody's so inert on the internet, and if it's on the internet, it must be fucking true. Okay, some shit on the fucking internet needs to fucking go away so we can move on as this fucking society.
Yeah, I mean, I can get behind that. I'm not gonna tell somebody how they should feel about something that someone hurled at them. But I think the intent is what's important, and I don't think she would have intended it that way.
It wasn't malicious.
Yeah, it wasn't done maliciously.
No, not at all. And the fans that were interacting with her did not seem to take it that way either because they were all laughing, having a good time.
Exactly. It has to do with the people on the internet getting a hold of that shit that gives that fucking negativity.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. I mean, it's definitely blown up beyond where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people have to start looking at the intention behind stuff. Like, is it bad for a 70-year-old white dude in Alabama to say it? Yeah,
Sorry, Billy.
you definitely have a problem there. But a 20-year-old chick who travels the road with
Who's part of that generation that's making it a problem?
yeah, who travels the road, works closely with people from all over the world. Like, I don't think she had the intent that it should have blown up.
No, I think it's just part of her fucking vocabulary. That's just the end of it.
Yeah.
Boy, who are you talking to?
And I got to be honest, I didn't even know that was like a serious racial thing. I had to look it up.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Okay. Because if not,
And
I was
now
going to have you watch Django.
Now I understand,
Yeah.
why people were so upset about it. But if I didn't know the history of it, Tiffany Stratton is much younger than I am. Like, there's chances
Lewis,
that
thank you.
she has no idea either. I mean, I'm pretty sure she does now. She's probably not going to say that ever again. But like Dark said, the context of it, or the what was the word
The
they used?
intent.
Like the intent. These are fans that are making fun of her because she's going to lose a title, a fake championship that she didn't win, that she knows she's going to have to drop at some point. And it's just she's going along with the inside joke of this pro wrestling thing. I don't really think Tiffany Stratton really got pissed off to be like, "Oh, I'm going to attack this dude and say some racist shit to him for making fun of me about losing this championship." Like, I don't know.
Right. And I can also see it. Say, this is just a fucking example. We're out. We're fucking around. We're having a good time at a bar or some shit. Some dude fucks with you. The first thing that's going to come out of my fucking mouth is, boy, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Regardless of your color, regardless of your nationality. Because I don't know you. I don't know your fucking name. And you damn sure ain't a fucking man if you fucking with us. Boy, who the fuck you think you fucking with? I don't mean I'm using it in a racial term. I'm using it as a generic all-around term to identify you. And if you want to go into a whole other conversation about you identify as so-and-so, we can go there.
No need.
Dude, my mom's friend used to call him boy. Like, my friend, his mom That was his nickname for him. Like, hey, boy, come here, boy.
Yeah, like
Boy.
I call my son's boy.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just people who have nothing better to do, really giving this word more power than it should in this day and age.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy
Well,
stuff, y'all.
let's put some space between us and that. Let's throw it to a commercial, and we will be right back.
Castell. Indulge in the Red Revolution.
All right, guys, we are back. Please don't forget to subscribe while you're here. There's quite a few of you on here with us right now. Please hit that subscribe button. We got something special for when we hit 20,000 subscribers. We'll leave it at that. What do we got? What are we wrapping up with?
All right. Well, I had two more things on the list, but I think for the sake of time, we should probably cover one. So I'm gonna let you guys pick. We got news about Otis and news about Octagon Jr.
Talk about Otis.
All right. Earlier today, or I believe yesterday, I got kind of scared because I saw the headline Otis removed from active roster. And I was thinking, holy shit, are we getting more releases? Like Otis is getting released? What? But no. Turns out Otis got injured, and I was kind of relieved. Not saying that to be fucked up, but Otis got injured after his match versus Rusev, where he injured his elbow, and it's not a long-term injury where he's going to be out of TV for a while. So thank God for that. I was really scared there. The wrestling world is going to be just fine.
Good.
But
good.
thoughts on this injury, fellas?
I love Otis. I didn't see the injury when it happened, so it probably isn't all that severe. Probably just going to take a month or two of rehab. Because he's a giant man, so any joint problem is amplified by the fact that he's a huge guy, and his muscles are so. I mean,
He's farm boy.
He's farm boy strong. The muscles is huge, so that they're yanking on those joints every which way. He'll be fine. I'm glad. I would have been. I saw the headline that he's taken off the roster page, and I was like, come on. Are they really doing that? But thankfully, no.
Right. And it's just coincidental that him and Chad Gable are both out on injury at the same time.
I think Otis is El Grande Americano.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think he puts the mask on and he just bulks up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the shit I deal with, and I'm gonna quote a great man when I say this towards him. This boy ain't right.
Well, it'll be okay.
But speedy recovery, obviously to Otis. He's definitely the backbone of the mid card division, and I'm not saying that as a diss or anything. He really is. And whether you need him babyface or heel, he can work that. He's very flexible, so to speak, on his character work. So speedy recovery. Can't wait for him to come back.
Absolutely. So you had one more. We can go over it.
Yeah, we can go over the last one.
Sounds good. The WWE, since their recent purchase of AAA, they have signed a couple more of some stars from down there in AAA. And it's now being announced that Octagon Jr. has a WWE contract, and his official WWE debut is bound to happen here pretty soon. He's not taking any more independent dates. He's finishing up his business in AAA. So we should be expecting to see Octagon Jr., this is the guy that wrestled Dominic Mysterio at Money in the Bank. And after that match, this guy he left a good impression on the WWE, so they ended up signing him, it seems like.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not looking forward to the name change of Octo.
Oh shit. Octo
We'll have Octo versus Penta. A gone on the pole match.
So that makes 3. That makes 3 of the AAA guys that WWE have signed, right? They signed Vikingo,
Mm-hmm.
they signed Iguana,
Mm-hmm.
and now
Octo.
Octagon.
And there's rumors about a fourth one. Psycho Clown is also being rumored to have signed as well.
I'm kind of hoping that one's not. Because he was doing some fantastic work with Vampiro.
Mm.
Fantastic fucking work.
Hmm.
Him and Damien 666, they had like a little 3-man group going on down in Mexico. It was fucking fantastic.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of hoping that's not true. But at the same time, it is more money and more exposure.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe this is Vampiro's way to get into the Fed.
Maybe.
I'd be good with that. At least a Legends contract because he was one of my favorites.
Well, I guess the end game for this, according to Conan, I kind of blinked there for a bit. Conan says that the WWE is working to get AAA a TV deal here in the United States,
I'm down for it.
which would be awesome, I think.
Even if it can't be like a TV deal and it's a streaming deal with Peacock or Netflix or wherever they're going to be fucking landing long term, I'm down for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, because those Triple Mania shows they're really good, and I can't fucking watch
Just
them.
mute the commentary and you're fucking right at home.
Wait, what?
A lot of those foreign shows, like if New Japan doesn't have like an English commentary team or AAA or something like that doesn't have an English commentary, I mute the commentary. I just I watch it like an indie show.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I just would like to watch it. Period.
How are you taking that?
No, I didn't get it.
Motherfucker, how are you taking that shit?
Calm down, boy.
Boy, let me tell you what. I'm gonna show you the proper bang, boy. I told you that boy ain't right.
I don't have to mute if I'm watching AAA. Fortunately for me.
Are you fluent?
Yeah, it's my first language. I had to learn how to speak English.
Well, so did I.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your first language? Japanese?
My first
Nah,
language, it's a millennia dead language. Don't worry about it. You ready to take us out of here?
Yeah, might as well. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget that this Thursday night is
Fantasy Wars.
We're gonna work on putting that on the fucking sound with some echo and brush everything again. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. We'll have that fixed sometime this week. Where we'll be going over what if, Edgar, you're gonna like this. What if AEW actually started in 2015 rather than 2019, and how would that affect New Japan Pro Wrestling, AAA, CMLL, TNA Impact, and the Fed? It's gonna be a real good fucking show. Because you gotta think a lot of the mainstays of AEW were flip flopping back and forth between Ring of Honor and New Japan, so that's gonna be
crazy.
As well as this Sunday, Deal Shit Podcast with your boys Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes. We'll be going over a plethora of topics soon to be discussed. That show is going to be 12 noon, 11 Central, all that good shit. I'm not Johnny, you know what fucking time it is. God, dog. And as always, every Tuesday night, you can hang out with your boys, Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes, and Edgar. Speaking of Edgar, plug your shit.
Hit me up at Snug Wrestling. We're officially back live up on TikTok. I got my live access back finally. And I'm also live on Facebook now. So if you guys are on those apps, feel free to join us. This week, we've already put out 3 episodes, so go check those out. Leave a star rating, leave a review. I got my one-on-one with Mr. Blood on Thursday coming up. Not sure what we're going to be going over, but whatever it is, it's going to be dope.
You'll find
That's
Mr.
Grimes
in the comment section. I'll be surprised if I try to jump on that one.
Cool. So, one more time, remember the YouTube memberships, $1.99 a month starts. We'd love to have you as a member. If you don't want to join as a member, we still love to have you here. Please subscribe. That's the most important thing. So for
Got the most important fucking thing tonight. The merch.
The merch.
It's fucking beautiful. As always, we got Heel Shit Podcast merchandise. We got the TFK merchandise, the Dark Horse Draven Grounds for Ruiz, the fuck Logan Paul shirt that if we get to 20,000, my boy up here will be fucking representing the uncensored version because he's not a fucking snowflake.
Oh,
That boy is going to be right. I'm telling you right now. So yeah, check it all out. Merch and link. And of course, if you're a part of the premium memberships, you do get it at cost on a separate link. Now you can take us home.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed as much as we did. For Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit.
And there's Edgar.
There's Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Bad guys do heel shit. Peace.
Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. What a lesson